Hello, my lovelies. This is Paisley Wilde, and whoa, welcome to the chaos. That's the Chaos Tumbles. I hope you guys are having just a great weekend. Yes, it is a fantastic day. Don't mind the chaos behind me. I really need to put a screen back there. I will, I promise. It'll happen. It's coming. Oh, my stars. Yeah, it's just been a couple days. Well, a couple weeks, honestly. So, yeah. Uh, things and stuff. I gotta tell you, yeah. We'll just leave it at things and stuff, right? Because, yes, that's the way of it. Things and stuff. And I say that often because, well, it's real. Yeah, it is. We, here in the Wilde household, the House of Wilde, as we go, it's been an adventure the last several weeks, several weeks. We'll leave it several weeks. We've been doing the thing. So Mini-Me was in 4-H, or is in 4-H. We do the 4-H thing because, well, she's in archery. And she does really good. She's a very good archer. She does recurve and hold the boat. I have a photo here on my corkboard. Yeah, up close on my face. Yeah, right. There's the Mini-Me, and she's cute. She's a very cute kid doing her archery there. Isn't that a great picture? I have a couple of great pictures of her, and she only does recurve, and we suggested she do the compound bow because she would be able to do a much higher poundage, right? For those of you who don't know, recurve bows are just a bow, right? They have the curve and it bends back, just like this particular bow. See how it's got that kind of curve looking thing going on there? And with that, it has a certain draw strength, and her bow sits at about 30 pounds, which means it has 30 pounds of draw weight. So the arrow flies forward at 30 pounds of weight, and it has a certain arc and weight and all that stuff. There's physics and algebra, geometry involved. And with that, it takes a certain amount of arm strength and body strength to pull the arrow back before launching and releasing, which is cool. Well, with a compound bow, using my graphic here, there are gears, and it's a gear system down here at each end of the bow, limb of the arm, if I'm using the correct terminology. And those pulleys, it's the pulley system, allows for a greater poundage, which allows for a greater force, so that when you pull the bow back, initially that's harder to pull back, and then when you have it fully engaged, it's a lower poundage, so you can hold the arrow longer. And it's really cool for like bow hunters, for instance, because you can hold the bow longer when it's engaged, because it is just it's just easier because you can hold it longer. That way you have a better shot, and when it comes time to release the arrow, it has a heavier hit, if you will, and you're more likely to impact your target at a higher velocity and have a single shot and more accurately hit your target. So these are good things in hunting, because a single shot then means you're more likely to immediately kill your target, and then you don't have to go tracing after your kill, which is a good thing. And but she doesn't like the gears and pulleys because she says it's too complicated and she likes it simple. And she really likes her recurve bow, which she's got a little bit of a red theme going on here. See the red. It's a red tiger wood on the handle. She's got the red quiver, the red finger glove, and then you can't see it in that picture because it's kind of a blurry picture there at some point. The arm guard is actually one that she crafted for a project for the fair. It's a leather arm guard, and it's hog's-hide leather with cowhide reinforcement, and then rivets, not rivets, but grommets to reinforce again yet, and then lacing, leather lacing to hold it in place because, yeah, why not? And it's really cool. And it just helps her to protect her arm when she releases the arrow so it doesn't, because you're supposed to rotate your elbow out, and it's hard to remember all the things sometimes. And if you do it quite a little bit wrong, you can get some gnarly bruises on your arm. And I don't recommend those. Less bruising is so much better. It really is. So, anyways, leading up to fair, we were very busy trying to get everything done. The fair books, because not only is she in archery, she's in rabbit 4-H, where because we raise rabbits also for meat and their hides, because we like to use all of the rabbits. And then we hold please. Sorry. All right, sorry, just had to say coffee is magic. That's what I get for multi fingers. Anyways, so with all the things, just that was in the last August, and then September had to get stuff done, and then I had a big Ren Fair. Spokane Ren Fair was this past weekend, and then yeah, everything was great. So just getting all the stuff done, yeah, just really really great. And the Ren Fair was 3 days, so we camped at the Spokane Fairgrounds by let's see, we camped there for 3 nights, 2 nights, something like that. And then I packed everything up Friday morning. I borrowed the kids' truck and had to go. And then it was, oh my stars, it was funny. I was packed up like the Clampets, for those of you who are a little older school, and it was. I had a lot of stuff, including the rocking chairs, because mine collapsed down and fit in a bag. So yes, I even had, I had it all, and because I had camping for 4, and I had 2/3 of our retail booth. It was hilarious, and it was awesome. And we had all of the things, seriously, all of the things, and it was huge. And the Ren Fair was awesome. We had, I think there's 30,000 people attended. It was so big. Normally, the Spokane Ren Fair is in the back of Beyond, and this year they didn't do that. They had it at the Spokane County Fairgrounds, which is fantastic. Best venue ever. So just like the Sandpoint Fairground, Renaissance Fair moved to the Bonner County Fairgrounds, which was a really awesome move, and I hope that we can continue going there because the infrastructure is in place at a fairgrounds for Renaissance fairs or similar venues, right? It means the parking's there, the water is there, bathrooms are there. Often there are fields or areas for like the jousting, that kind of thing. So and that sort of thing. And and so it made so much sense, and they were able to spread out, and there's like 270 vendors, which is a lot. And so just a lot going on. And I did tarot readings, which was phenomenal. Those are great. So often I wear a couple different outfits when I'm doing Renaissance fairs. I generally dress in period clothes, and it was amusing to me because at one point they people were asking if I was a gypsy, or actually one of the Romani. Um, and it was it was interesting because I'm not. I'm very decidedly not. Even though my dad totally insists that my mom's mom was a gypsy because of cursing that she did towards him. Oh, check out the coffee cup, by the way. Nice coffee cup, right? If you really want one, you'll have to message me. I might be able to hook you up. Because truth refugee, yeah. Sometimes trying to get the truth is hard. Yeah. Those of us who share and disperse the truth. Yeah, that's yeah, that's hard. Anyway, so back to the event. So moving on, it was just a grand adventure. It really was. So I was able to spend the weekend with my younger boy, the one that had the strokes, and his girlfriend and her daughter. And it was a great weekend for that. And the tarot readings were great. And the people that I share a booth with, that was great. Everything was great. It was just a fantastic weekend. The only thing that would have made it better was if Mr. Longbeard had been able to join us, and my older boy and his family could have been there. But, sometimes schedules are just weird. And I get it. So, so yeah, I get it. Things happen. So, yeah, things happen. It works. And it was just a really good weekend. But the weeks, of course, or the time leading up to the particular event, it was chaos. And I'm still kind of dealing with some chaos at home. Uh, the house is a little blown up, but the backyard's coming together where the truck vomited out. And I got my little shed built, so everything was put away appropriately on my Ren Fair furniture. And my camping stuff is put away in totes. Hello, Luckee1. You are.
Good morning.
Hello, hello.
Or afternoon. What is it?
It's morning somewhere. I'll take it. It's still morning. You have 10 minutes. Well, it's morning for me, afternoon for you. So, yeah, that works.
It is.
So, my shed is done. I would share a picture, but it's kind of ugly. I made it out of pallets, so,
Okay.
So, the chaos of our world, sometimes it just sucks the time schedules away from you. And there's just only so many hours in the day. And I've noticed that the older I get, the less time I have to manage the chaos.
Right. Yeah, it's a time gets away from you, and there's the only thing I can do is write down lists and cross them out, get things done. And that's the only way I can at least rest at the end of the day and know that I got some things done. It might not all be done, but I've got accomplished these certain things, that's done. And I'll keep it there for a day or two, whatever. The trick is to not add more on once you crossed off all those things and everything, and you still have some left because you have to get the rest of that done because it was a priority, obviously, because you wrote it down, right? So trying to grasp little elements of the chaos and try to control yourself. I can't believe I just did that motion with my hands. Oh my gosh. The henpeck thing, because that's a thing now. No, this, this,
Oh, I
that.
thought that was close your mouth.
No, when people are doing this, it's women usually who do that, and they've got these nails, and they're like they're naggy type thing. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I just did that motion. So anyway, back to the point. Um, Having a list helps a lot, and it's like the thing is that once you get some accomplishment done and you're practiced at doing the lists, you're able to write down things that is about self care. You have to do self.
Mm-hmm.
And if you write that down, these different things down, such as going to go get my hair done, okay, or soak my feet. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day because that'll get redundant and it's like should be every day anyway, whatever have you. You don't have to write down brush your teeth, that kind of thing. But
Sometimes you do. Just saying.
not usually. I can tell that it needs to be done. In the morning, it's like somebody put fuzzy socks on my teeth.
Oh, I hate that feeling. Oh, yes. Totally hate it.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you eat honey before you go to bed, you will get fuzzy teeth. Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
Or if you don't floss. My teeth are weird. Sometimes I've got tight, snug teeth in most places, except for one kind of gappy. And if I don't floss correctly, I get something stuck there, then I don't realize it, and things grow, and it's disgusting. So good oral hygiene prevents chaos.
Believe me, especially if you're younger and you still have all your teeth, don't let them take them out. And you know what? I was just thinking about this yesterday about because I don't know if I properly mourned the loss of a tooth. Yeah, I know that's a thing, but bear with me here. What had happened is I had gotten an abscess. Apparently, food got caught in my gums or something. I don't know. But anyway, it abscessed. And I went to a dentist looking for, antibiotic. That's all I wanted is write me a prescription for antibiotics. I'll go get it, And the dentist said, oh, you've got this, here's your x-rays and this is what's happening under here. You've got a lot of decay, da, 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 da. And it's all black and white. And you sit and they look at this, shadow. They say it's a shadow and there's all this dental and they pull the tooth, right?
Mm-hmm.
First off, no good dentist would pull a tooth while you have an infection. They will deal with the infection first, then pull the tooth after. If they're trying to do both at the same time, I want to warn everybody. That means they are just they're like a shade tree mechanic for the dental, because all they're doing is they're getting that money and that's it. And they could be pulling a good tooth, and they pulled a good tooth. Right. And I mean, because I looked in Tennessee, the dentists have to give you the tooth that you had, that they pulled. And I looked at that whole tooth and I was like, oh my gosh, it was murder of a tooth, and because everything looked nice and healthy and everything in there. There was no decay. There wasn't even any caries on. I mean, I looked seriously close and I was so sad because you lose that tooth, you don't get it back. It's not like the Japanese have made available their little stem cell therapy that they've got where you can regrow your teeth. It's not available to the regular people now. Anyway,
well,
yeah.
Okay. So on that note, the regular people, it's frustrating. There's a lot of stuff available in other countries that is not available here in the U.S.
Right.
And that's vexing because a lot of it is not bad. It's actually really good for you, or at least in the U.S. considers it alternative medicine or Eastern medicine or just whatever. But basically what is it? It's not supported by Big Pharma. And since it's not supported by Big Pharma, it's not mainstream or not allowed here within the U.S. And that is frustrating because that means that's a lot of dollars that the U.S. population is spending on unnecessary treatments and things that we don't need necessarily because we're just spending on US approved or FDA approved things. I mean, uh, the big one in the news here in the last couple months has been the artificial coloring. I mean, and
Oh yeah.
artificial food dyes.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that have we put into our systems that was unnecessary? A lot,
Right.
a
It's
whole lot. And I'm not saying that American medicine is bad as a whole, the umbrella as a whole is not bad. Just like Indian medicine as a whole is not bad, or Chinese medicine as a whole is not bad. There's individual pockets of things that are,
questionable.
yes, some of them are bad, and some are bad, some are questionable. Some it's a
But some are
medicine is a
common sense
spectrum
too.
disorder. Yeah, it's
But
a common sense.
right, I heard about oil pulling, and I thought that was the weirdest thing in the world. But you know what? I did it, and I tried it for like weeks on end. And now I wouldn't recommend that people do it permanently forever and ever and ever. Um, I don't remember why I say no, but there was something about it that says no. But the thing about the oil pulling, it actually cleans out, it pulls the stuff in your gums.
Hmm.
It pulls, I mean, even if it's jammed up in your gum and everything, it pulls that too.
Hmm.
And what you have to do is you take like coconut oil. I prefer because, olive oil is too fragrant. That's the word, maybe. But coconut oil, and it's warm, it's like it's in your mouth, it'll melt and everything. And you just sit there and swish it for 20 minutes. Now, at first, it was like, that's a long time to swish coconut oil. Believe me, your mouth is tired and everything like that, So 10 minutes, because anything is working it well. But anyway, and it'll pull all that stuff out. And it's like you have to, after 10 minutes, you probably need another teaspoon of coconut oil and spit the old out. Never swallow it. Never.
Mm-mm, don't swallow it because if you're pulling toxins and bacteria and stuff out of your gums, bad things out of your mouth, you don't want to swallow it because then you're introducing it into your digestive system. And if
Mhm.
you're getting bad stuff out of your mouth, you don't want to put it into your digestive system because
Right.
I don't care how iron your stomach it is, you're gonna have problems. You want to spit it out.
It
You
will
want to,
make you sick. It will make you
yeah.
sick. That's a fact. And there's other related things going on too. It's just, but anyway, you don't want to swallow that. You just go ahead and spit it out. Another thing I recommend too is xylitol. Xylitol has been wonderful. It's helping people remineralize their teeth. It's really cleansing to the tooth, and it's very, I don't know. I think it's a great thing. I
Mhm.
was talking to a friend recently about that, and they showed me. They were like, "Yep, I've got xylitol toothpaste, xylitol mouthwash, xylitol gum, da
Mhm.
da da, and xylitol candies, whatnot." And it's sweet, but it's not caloric. It's not, heavy in the calories, but it's good for your teeth. Now, here's the thing: why don't dentists tell everybody about this instead of all those other artificial sweetener gums and all those other um, or any gum for that matter, or candies and things like that. We shouldn't be eating so much candy that we have to go find a candy to eat. But anyway, we got a lot of candies anyway. Um, but cleaning your teeth, just keeping after it and everything, and having your teeth when you're older, you'll find out when you get older, if those of you who are younger, when you get older, it's like a mark of or a badge of pride to have all your teeth.
Mhm.
It is a
It
big
is.
deal. And but this thing where dentists love to pull your teeth, you've got to find a good dentist who are, let's see, that they care about your teeth as much as you do, or more than you do, and they want to retain your teeth. Okay, pulling the tooth should be the last option. Absolute last option. Oh, you got your cup too? I've got my cup too. Yay.
Cheers.
Earth Refugee. This is where we connect, unite, and thrive. And
Mhm. Where the
cheers.
truth comes out.
Oh, yeah. And it shines. And yeah, it's time to shine because the darkness is great.
Mhm.
Mm.
So, just wanted to let you know up front, Lucky, I cannot talk very long today because I
Oh,
have to go get a couch.
you have to what?
Go get a couch. Oh, hi, Gemini.
Hi,
Um,
Gemini.
so, so today is my birthday and I'm getting a couch.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Birthday to me.
Paisley. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
me. Yep. Getting a
Yay.
couch. It's the sectional I've been wanting, so I'm gonna go
Oh,
get it. Yeah.
good.
It's so it's okay. You know, as you get older, the strangest things make you happy.
That's true.
So, when you're a kid, you're like, "Oh, hey, I just want my fuzzy blanket and do the things," right?
Hmm.
And then you get a little bit older. It's like, I just want the fuzzy slippers and the giant hoodie and the whatever.
And you're
And
like,
then
"Want
you
fuzzy slippers? You like my fuzzy slippers?"
get the hoodie. Okay, it's not a
I love
hoodie,
the
but I mean,
shoes with pastel sprinkles on it. That's the bottom of it.
so I don't have the hoodie, but I got, no,
What is that? That's not a hoodie?
it's not a hoodie, but I could. I mean, the things we
Mine
have, right?
is. Mine's a hoodie.
So, so all,
Yeah.
we could have all the things, right? But so
Hmm.
now that I'm like, I'm in my 50s, guys. So now that I'm a little bit older, I want the couch. So this is one of those sectional couches that's modular. So each of the different sections like clamp together.
Hmm.
So you can make it different shapes. So it's a 5-seater couch. So basically it's got 5 different seats, including the corner piece. No,
Hmm.
6 pieces. 5 pieces. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 pieces. With the corner piece.
You know there's
And
too
but
many pieces when you can't keep count.
it's aged dear. But and 3 of them recline.
Oh.
Yeah.
One for
And
the
they're
dog, one for the husband, one for you.
right. And they're manual, so they're not automatic. You can get the electronic
Yeah.
recliners now. I don't want one of those because the motors always fail. I just give me the handheld one so I can pull it and
Lazy boy.
so
Yeah.
right. And we have a love seat one, yes, which is fine, but the grandkids. So we had Isabel had friends over, and the grandkids were here this past summer, and everybody dogpiled on one of the seats of the love seat one that we have, and it's permanently stuck at kind of a half reclined position, and it just doesn't work.
Getting out
So
is going to be a problem.
well, yeah, it's like in a permanent nesting spot, and
Hmm.
it's just yeah. I'm gonna as soon as I know I'm going to be on my way to go get this, because yes, it's mine. We just have to go get it, and I'm trying to arrange for a child to help me.
Wait a minute. When you say child, let's be clear. Is this an
Okay, so
adult
my
child?
boys are in their 30s, just so you
Okay.
guys know, and their friends tend to adopt me and call me mom.
Capitalize on
So
it. It's your birthday. Tell them it's your
right,
birthday and you need this. Yep. Are you texting them right now?
I am, yes,
It's awesome. I'm just so
and
glad. I'm so glad for you. And she's still texting. So anyway,
yes, I am.
managing
So
the
yeah,
chaos, such as Paisley's life here, you know,
my gosh. So I have thought about getting an intern just to help me manage my chaos.
a chaos intern. Oh, that sounds fun.
Right?
If I was 20.
Can you imagine putting that on your resume? What'd you do when you as oh, what have you been doing for the last 6 months? Oh, I've been an intern. Oh, and what did your
Internship.
internship entail? Well, I was a chaos manager.
Can you imagine that being on a resume? Hey, you know what? Actually, that's a good idea.
I have
Housewives,
really
if
thought
you've
about it.
got housewives, if you got to go find a job and stuff like that, and you have more than 3 kids, maybe 3 kids or more, you are a chaos manager. And especially if you have pets, absolutely, you know, and the variety of pets, more chaos. So you get to capitalize on that, chaos manager. Hmm. I like
Hmm.
that.
Yep,
I like
chaos
that.
manager.
I don't
If
know
I
if
saw
you.
that on a resume, so I used to be a business manager.
Hmm.
If I saw chaos manager on a resume, it would definitely make me stop and go, what does that mean? I need to ask more questions.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. And, there's a lot of things that stay-at-home moms have to deal with all the time, and not just stay at home. Any mom who has to manage a schedule with the chaos, because every child and every entity has their orbit, chaos orbits, and so, and then you've got clashing orbits, you got clashing planets and stuff like that out there, so yeah, it's like
Yeah.
especially in this world of the technology, the news, the this, the that, all the stuff, like we've got like 3 comets out in space heading
Well,
towards.
and that's not even counting the Three Eye Atlas. Okay, so this is probably a good time. Let's bring up Three Eye Atlas. So
Okay.
we've got the all of the normal stuff happening. We
Hmm.
just had the big full moon go by, which was beautiful, by the way,
It
and
was.
I loved it. And yes, if you are having chaos, go take a moon bath. Yeah, I'm not saying strip down to take your moon bath because I don't know where you are.
Right.
I'm saying just go out and experience
If it's safe
full
to go
moonlight.
skyclad, go skyclad. But if it's not, don't do so.
Yeah, because not everybody can. Not everybody can.
Right. Skyclad, for those who don't know, means naked.
Yep. Which sometimes.
Yeah. I ain't not around here. Just, nope.
Right.
Go girl. You go girl.
So no, I don't. I didn't go skyclad either because even though I have a 6-foot privacy fence, I'm also like a block from an elementary school. So I probably
Don't want to traumatize the children, right?
right. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
get it. I get it.
they
Yep.
could, yeah.
Yeah, there's too much aircraft going over here. So yeah, way too much. But no. Anyway, so it's like, you're managing your chaos, you're managing your little one's chaos, plus probably spouse's chaos. And if you're able to keep that under wraps and keep the household whole and not traumatized.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, a little bit of moon bath definitely helps. So, anyways, back to the Three Eye Atlas. So,
Yes.
I have so many mixed opinions. I've been watching it, I've been following it, I've been kind of keeping an eye on things because curiosity. Well, that and I'm a sci-fi geek, and I know this about myself. Um, I love sci fantasy, and I have to tell you that wow, it's an interesting object moving through our solar system right now,
Hmm.
and yeah, it is definitely interesting because it is.
Well, last I heard it was emitting nickel. The
Mhm.
chemical signature is that of nickel. And I'm like, okay. So the three eye atlas, it's also known as C2025 N1 atlas, and previously as A11PL3Z. It looked like Apple, please. Anyway, is an interstellar
Mhm.
comet discovered by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS, station at Rio Hurtado, Chile, on July 1st of this year. Um, Let me see. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I didn't want to. Come on, thing. Anyway, so just basically, it's a distance of 4.5 AU, or 670 million kilometers, or 420 million
Mhm.
miles from the sun. The comet follows an unbound hyperbolic trajectory past the sun with its very fast hyperbolic excess velocity of, okay, enough of that. We know it's fast. So
Mhm.
it's not going to pose any threat to planet Earth, so they say.
Mhm.
It's the third interstellar object confirmed passing through our solar system after, I can't pronounce it, in of 2017.
Right.
Borisov in 2019. So it's an active comet consisting of a solid icy nucleus and a coma, which is a cloud of gas and icy dust escaping from the nucleus. The size of it is uncertain because the light cannot be separated from that of the coma. The sun is responsible for the comet's activity because it heats up the comet's nucleus to sublimate into its ice into gas, which outgasses and lifts up dust from the comet's surface from its coma. Anyway, the diameter is suggested that it's between 0.32 and and 5.6 kilometers, or 0.2 and 3.5 miles, with most likely diameter being less than 1 kilometer. So James Webb Space Telescope has shown that it's unusually rich in carbon dioxide and contains a small amount of water, ice, water vapor, carbon monoxide, and carbonyl sulfide. Observations by the Very Large Telescopes have also shown that it's emitting cyanide gas and atomic nickel vapor at concentrations similar to those seen in solar system comets. So it'll be coming closest to the sun on 29 October. And the distance means nothing to me. It just means millions of miles from the sun, which is in the orbit of Earth and Mars. Right. And I'm not saying 1 AU astronomical unit because that doesn't tell anybody anything. Anyway, the comet appears to have originated from either the Milky Way's thin disk or the thick disk. Okay. Really? I'm gonna stop. Okay, it originated from the disk. If it originated from the thick disk, the comet could be at least 7 billion years old, older than the solar system. As if we have really that kind of technology to ascertain that it's older or not older than. Anyway, so there's a lot of information on Wiki. Everybody can take a look at that. But it's kind of interesting. All the different things, these different things that's coming up. And here's the thing, just think about it this way. If it was 200 or 300 years ago, we wouldn't know anything about it.
Right. It would just be a thing floating through the sky. It'd just be another moving star.
Yeah.
That's it. But now everybody's kind of freaking out and not freaking out.
We humans like to freak each other out and freak ourselves out. You know that? We scare ourselves to death.
We absolutely do. And we find the craziest things to scare ourselves about for. I mean, we really do.
We go to horror movies in the theater. Terrify ourselves that way. Watch the news and get terrified by that. Watch the commercials from the news and get terrified by that.
Right.
And leakage. You know.
Right. Oh yeah. Watch
that.
Okay, here in the US, we have a lot of pharmaceutical commercials. It's like, hey, you should take this medication for this disease or this medication for that thing and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, that's great. And then they go through the small print because they have to, by U.S. law, read some of the small print or part of the small print and have it. And it's like, and they do it in a flat monotone voice. So the commercial is this blah, la, 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 sunshine and rainbows and unicorns and your life will be forever awesome afterwards. And then we do monotone voice and it's really fast and you may cause anal leakage and bizarre behavior and you may just jump off the rainbow and stab yourself with the unicorn and you're probably going to run out in front of cars if you take this medication for more than 3 months. And that's the type of...
Ask your doctor if fuck it all is for you.
Exactly. It's just like, seriously, guys, this is... And you want me to pay you for this? And then by chance, should your doctor prescribe it for you? Insurance doesn't cover it. It's all going to be out of pocket. And it's going to be $3,500 if you want to take it.
That's what they do.
And a 2-week dosage.
And it's the pharmaceutical industry that funds all your news stations, okay?
Yes.
And
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. And especially if it's during the day. I don't mean to say especially, well, yeah, during the day it's the worst because who's at home during the day? Retirees, the aged, watching TV, sedentary lifestyle.
Yes, and the commercials change according to what kind of programming. Because if it is, I noticed this, actually, no, it doesn't really matter. So if it is a TV show geared towards children, often it is like games and candy and that kind of thing with the occasional commercial thrown or geared towards women. Often stay-at-home women.
We do pharmaceutical stuff there too. Okay.
Yes, so like ADHD medication, depression medications, that kind of thing.
ADHD.
And then, yeah, ADHD. Or it'll be St. Jude's, or some sort of like.
They've been studying cancer for 50 years.
Right.
St. Jude's, American Red Cross, all them.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Cancer
and then in the evening during like prime time, it'll be pick your poison, literally.
Lupus.
Yes, right. And
Are
don't
you
forget there's going to
tired?
be
Are you
the
exhausted at the end of the day?
rescue animals. Um,
Right.
those show up at any point.
Hmm.
Late evening, it's going to be erectile dysfunction
Yep.
and also
Colon
and
cancer,
colon cancer, depends, that kind of thing. Poise. If it's a teenage girl program, it's going to be
tampons,
tampons, that
PMS
kind of thing.
medicine, Midol, whatnot.
Yep. And then first thing in the morning, it's going to be a lot of pharmaceuticals geared towards aging and you slow your aging. Also, poise, that kind of thing. And again, the erectile dysfunction thing, and but a lot of anti-aging. And anti-aging is just thrown out throughout all of it
Hmm.
because,
Who
um,
wants to get old, right?
yeah, right. I don't know if it's around the world people don't want to age, or if it's just here in the U.S. people are afraid of aging.
I think it's a Western thing.
Because for crying out loud,
Well,
just
there's a reason.
age.
Well, there's a reason for people to be afraid of aging here in the West. Okay, and that is because we are not taught to respect our elders. We are not taught to take care of our elders in our societies. We're taught to take care of ourselves, and that's it. Um, in Japan, I remember being in Japan. It was an honor to be an aged person.
Hmm.
You were honored. You were treated with respect.
Hmm.
Your children took care of the aged and their families. There was none of this. Slap them in a nursing home and leave them. None of that. They didn't have that. I never saw that. It was the honor was great towards the aged and the respect. Um, Not so here, and other countries too. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say just Japan. I
So
mean, like Serbia, same thing. They love their aged people. They love
there
their
are
elders.
different. Not all of the U.S. is anti-aging. There are different
Right.
parts of the U.S. I come from a broken home. So my parents were divorced when I was 6 or 7, and that was in North Idaho, ultra conservative state. Idaho's always been conservative. Always has been, always will be. I think. Well, maybe not always will be, but it's just very conservative. And so in the early 80s, my father got custody of us, which is strange. Um, Tells you just how messed up my home life was. And my dad was a fringe person, meaning he didn't want to adapt to normal society. He wanted to do his own thing. And so we moved around a lot, and I got to experience the world off the grid. And what my life paralleled a lot of the Ruby Ridge stuff.
Hmm.
We just didn't experience the Ruby Ridge drama in the same way. We didn't have stuff at gunpoint. We just had we had other stuff, and we'll just leave that. And but we ended up when I was in fourth grade, we moved to the Coeur d'Alene Reservation, and it was the first place I ever felt like I was at home.
Aw.
And so I am not tribal at all. I'm very much European in descent. And the I'm very European, sadly, more and more dramatic than anything. But I've got a fair bit of Irish and Scotch in there. But it's amazing how at home I felt, and that was the first place I really experienced how other people or other cultures treated their elders.
Mhm.
And the Coeur d'Alenes took a fantastic care of their elders, and they respected their elders, and they still do. And so that it's interesting to me how much of the societal influence the Coeur d'Alene tribe gave me as a child, and how adapted to, or how much of that influence soaked into me, growing up. Because there's a lot of stuff that that I took from that, because that was home. Even now, we moved away when I was in high school, and then we moved back, or I moved back because this is home. Mountains are home, and
Mhm.
I can't imagine living anywhere else now. But
Right.
and Sandpoint is where I am now, and love it here. This is a big, beautiful lake, and my lake, Lake Ponderay. Um, Lucky's seen my lake. It's a
Yes,
big.
I have. It's beautiful.
Um,
Beautiful. And you've got all those stones right there. Those beautiful rocks on your beach there. It's just gorgeous. Um,
yeah, if you ever get a chance, it's
I'll tell you what, you'll ground real quick there on that beach. I'm telling you. I know. I know. Ask me how I know. No, it's okay. Don't ask me because I'm not going to tell you. It was a rough day.
super cleansing. And we've had a lot of folks come here, and just I've talked to a lot of folks that have just come here and just they walk the beach and they just feel cleansed.
Mhm.
You get 3 of the 4 elements
Right there.
just walking on the beach often: the air, earth, and water, just right there.
Yep. It's
Um,
beautiful up there. It is really beautiful. And I was up there in the middle of winter, literally. Well, at the beginning of winter, excuse me. That was the beginning of winter, wasn't it?
mhm.
Yeah. Snow is sudden. Be careful.
Rumor has it we might get like 230 inches this year. I don't. I think it was a typo on the thing that I read, but
Yeah, but I remember that storm when I came out there. That storm that came all of a sudden. It's like, and I was watching it coming in on the Pacific coast, and I was like, "Uh oh," and it's like it wasn't breaking up before it got over the mountains, and I'm like, "We got to go now," It's
yeah,
like,
we lose a lot of moisture to the Cascades, but not that much.
yeah, but
So,
it's
but
nice. And I found that mountains are very, very. I have to have mountains in my view. I mean, I've got to be able to see a mountain somewhere. I don't like flat land at all. It makes you feel so small. I don't know how to explain that, but anyway, I don't like flatlands. I got to see mountains at least one or two, you know.
mhm, yep,
And I'm not talking about hills. I'm talking about mountains like Smoky Mountains or that kind of thing.
right. Gotta
Drive
have them.
can get to them quickly if you need to. That kind of thing. Yeah. So the thing. It's like, well, like you said, earth, water, air was right there, and all you had to do is light a lighter. You got fire. You know?
Right.
Well, yeah, you had a lot of geese
Exactly.
there too. Jeez, oh my gosh,
Yes. Well, and they've tried quite a few things to keep the geese off that beach, and none of them
it's
work.
not working.
No.
It's
Well,
not.
it's a normal place for them to land. So yeah, it's Sandpoint has a point of sand that's a beach area, and the geese just like to land there and do their thing. They eat the grass and poop everywhere.
They poop
They're
everywhere.
geese. So yeah, but yeah, so chaos and all its things. You
Hmm.
cannot hand wildlife or chaos.
Well,
Yeah.
wildlife has actually some semblance of order, really.
Well, I should say the where chaos or it's chaos where man and wildlife come
That
together.
is true. That's
Um,
it's us. It's our fault.
so Mr. Longbeard got to watching a string of videos last night. It was like and it was funny. It was like a bear busted in through somebody's window and just landed in their bedroom, and the bear's like, "Hello, I'm here," and the woman is just like, "There's a bear. What do I do now?" And she got up and ran out and of her room and ended up and she went outside and onto her porch and shut the door. She's like, and it was funny because she's all panicky. But she's just like, now what do I do? But there's one where like an old guy just fell asleep snoring on the porch, and there's a bear just sitting on the porch with him, licking his face like a dog would. And
Oh
he wakes
my god! Really?
up. And then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he's totally scared. The bear's totally scared. The bear boils out one way, and the dude's like having a small aneurysm because yeah,
And a
I
small
mean,
wee puddle underneath the seat.
oh
Sure.
yeah, he sits forward and looks like he totally shat himself. Which
So, did you hear about the grizzly bear in Yellowstone National Park?
mm-mm.
This dude got arrested, okay, because he was drunk as hell and he was riding a grizzly bear on the
How?
road. Wait a minute, it's worse, okay. I want to meet the cop that approached this scene and cited the guy and arrested him for riding a grizzly bear. Okay. So that's a good question. That is
How?
what's that?
Oh. Whoops.
Oopsie.
Yeah,
How do you
wrong
fix
one. There we
that?
go.
How do you fix
Uh,
that?
so, how
I
how did
don't
he catch the?
I don't know the answer to those questions, but I've seen accounts in Russia and videos in Russia where the people just the bear is a friend. They're like brothers or something like that up there. I don't know. It's well that the Russian bear. I mean, that's their mascot, right? So
Well, the gods do protect the young, the
and the
foolish, and the
fools.
drunks.
That's true. That's
And drunks do have a small level
and
of protection that,
others don't have.
yeah.
Mhm. Well, I mean, I
Hmm.
understand how they survive, drinking and driving accidents. I do understand how that happens. But the other things, like dealing with bear, you know? But here's the thing, how do you cite somebody for driving drunk when you're riding a bear? How the
Was that is that a public intox?
well, you can get them for public intoxication, but how can you it's not a licensed vehicle, it's not a property of the state, you know? The bear is I mean, I don't know. But just think about, just like the cop that approached this. That's kind of ballsy if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because if a bear is letting a human ride his back, I would dare say that the person riding his back is under the bear's protection.
Right. Just like the yeah. I mean,
You know? I don't know. I don't know. It's just chaos. Okay, so we were talking about chaos,
chaos. Yeah.
right?
You know,
Check. Checks.
yeah, it checks all the boxes. So, when I was at the Renaissance Fair this past weekend, we had a vendor that was right next to us, and she sold these beautifully wonderful salves. And I traded a tarot reading for some salves, and oh, they're beautiful. And I used my Gaia cards, and it was a real reading and is a good reading. And oh my stars, and the salves are fantastic. But we talked about some things about how, like, the gods are walking among us,
Mhm.
and the old gods are. And I think they are getting stronger. Maybe they're re-exerting themselves. You and I have had some interesting spiritual talks in the last couple months that maybe we could revisit another time, because it's been an interesting thing.
Mhm.
Um, and you've brought up some points that are kind of an interesting point of view, and I think we should talk about them too.
Okay.
And it's just there's just been some things, and I I think that perhaps that they are tired of what they've been seeing, and I think they're exerting themselves more and more. So, like, there's I saw a video here the other day of an autistic boy that wandered off and got lost in the woods,
Mhm.
and he walked past a game cam, and that's how they found him. And he was walking with a pack of wolves. They found him, and they were walking him back, basically back to society, because that's where they knew he belonged, and they were
Right.
protecting him.
Right.
And which is fascinating and awesome all at the same time. But we as modern mankind have been taught that wildlife is to be feared almost.
Mhm.
A lot of the children's books from going all the way back to Grimm
Mhm.
have taught us that we fear those things. We
Mhm.
we fear the wildlife, the big bad wolf, and all of that. And
Right.
granted, European wolves
They
are
were
way
dire
different.
wolves, and they
Yeah, they're
really
they're a little different than American wolves.
Mhm.
If granted, American wolves are scary enough, but European wolves are an entirely different critter.
Well, they resurrected the dire wolf, right?
Yep, and
That's not going to go well. They were
You know,
extinct for a reason. That was stupid.
you
That
know,
would be like
did
T-Rex.
we not watch Jurassic Park?
Yep. We can
I
learn
mean,
something from these movies.
did we? I mean, it's like the book 1989, 1980, 1980,
1994.
1981, whatever it was. That's like, that's not a plan. That was a commentary.
Hmm.
Jurassic Park is not a plan.
Right.
It was a movie.
It's a
It was a
warning.
script.
It's a
It
warning.
was. I mean,
Hmm.
the chaostician in there is like, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right. Well, you know what? And the thing is, people don't understand. It's like they have this romantic notion of direwolves, and I think the last depiction we've had recently in recent artwork is hang on a
Game
second,
of
I'll remember.
Thrones.
Oh, I hadn't seen Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, I haven't watched the Game of Thrones thing. I get the memes and whatnot, but um, as far as the direwolf, the last time I saw any kind of depiction of a direwolf was in the movie 300,
Mm.
where the Spartans and the kid has to go out by himself and survive that. That's a dire wolf because back then that's when they lived and they were and our the Alaska wild wolves, the timber wolves up there are small compared to what the dire wolf was. Okay, so we must be careful with what we are resurrecting. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all romanticized versions of things and we have no idea. And the thing, something that really irks me to no end is this thing that humans, especially here in the West, how we teach children to cuddle with the bear, to cuddle with the baby bears and the animals and this and that. No, stay the hell away from them. They're not your friends. Okay. We don't have to be enemies, but they're not your friends. You don't go up to a baby bear. Stay away from the baby bear because mama's coming to get you. Okay. Same thing with wolf pups and the coyote pups and whatever have you. Well, all these wild animals, you don't just, you don't be teaching your kids to find bears all cuddly and everything. They'll mess you up. Um,
Right. Exactly.
really, guys, it's like stay away from the bears and don't feed them, you know. Unless you're a Russian in the freaking Siberian Peninsula, you can have at it then. But if you're not one of those Russian people who survived and whose parents survived such things, don't do it because those animals are huge.
Yeah.
We really don't have
Yeah.
an idea just how. I mean, if you look at the eyes of a bear when it's tracking its prey, jeez, or if when it first comes out of hibernation, that's not a good look. That's not a pleasant look. And it reminds me of Putin when he had that grave look in his face when he was addressing Tucker Carlson for just a couple seconds there in that interview. I was like, "Oh shit, Carlson, shut up, dude, just back off
Right.
because you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Warning, danger, danger."
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Yeah, exactly. So, um, anyway, but the but the chaos is like we are not teaching the lore of our ancestors. And so we are going to
Mhm.
suffer from it. The children of our children are going to suffer from not hearing or heeding the warnings that we have, much less the warnings that our grands had.
Right. And that's unfortunate because by not having that information, by not having um, by not doing all of those things.
Like teaching how to prepare food, how to do this, little adages for um what's it called for, like botany and things of that nature. Oh, I'll tell you who I really love on YouTube. Her name is the Black Forager. And she does these wonderful little videos and she's teaching people botany. And it's perfect for kids. It's really perfect for
Nice.
kids. She calls herself a filthy vegan. You know, it's just funny. She's so funny. It's amusing but it's more educational than political, definitely. And she does this thing like one of these are poisons and one is a snack, that kind
Mhm.
of thing. And so she does a sing song, which children learn better with sing song. They do. And
They do.
she'll post the differences. Like she had beauty berries on one day, chanterelle mushrooms, all the different things, and how to make acorn. What was it? That acorn thing that she made recently. It was from a what is it called? The acorn was called from a, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It was like a bushy, like it looks like a thorny acorn. It's like it had all these tendrils
Oh,
coming off of it. A bush oak or something like that.
yes, I know what you're talking about.
And it's like the acorns are huge. They're like that big.
Mhm.
And you have to soak it in tannin. And she's like, I tried something. She said she puts baking soda in with the soak, and it totally pulled a lot of the tannins out better and faster.
Mhm.
So anyway, my point is that she teaches a lot of things, and again, her name is the Black Forager, and it's really fun to watch her little, couple minute videos that she keeps posting, and it's like I think everybody should just listen in because she talks about North America, the different botany in North America, and
That's cool though.
which ones are
So,
poisons and which ones are snacks.
Wilde and Weedy is a book by Doreen Shababy, Shababy. She's local to the Pacific Northwest. She talks about herbalism and stuff, and it's a fantastic book up here. And she wrote it because it's just a lot of great information. But her husband developed Lyme disease, and
Oh,
so she started treating him herbally and such. And so it's basically it came about because of the way she's treated him and all that really great information.
a tick bite did it.
Yes,
So wow. Okay, so is he's fully recovered yet, or
yeah,
awesome? I'd like to know more about that. Shababy
yeah,
is her name.
yeah. Shababy. So
Okay,
yeah, a lot of
Shababy.
great information. Doreen Shababy, Wild and Weedy. I got a hard copy for Mother's Day a couple years back. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, I
so
want to learn more about that. You know what I got? Somebody sent me a PDF of Michael Savage's botany book.
oh, that's so cool.
Mm. You know who Michael Savage is, right?
Hmm.
He's a company. Yeah, he is actually a doctor of botany. I think he's a doctor. I know he's very well versed. Let's say that. I've been hearing about that book for years, and now I have the PDF. Yay! I have the PDF. Yay!
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So I'm
I
ecstatic about that.
my Kindle library is large. My PDF library is large, and I've
Mhm.
taken to printing some of the things
I thought that
so
was a good idea too. Hmm.
so that I can have them on hand because sometimes you just got to have the tactile presence so you can write notes on them.
Not only that, if the power goes out, guess what? You got a book.
Hmm. And I funny story, and then I gotta hop off so I can go get my couch. But funny story is so my grandkids were messing with my books one time, and I asked them to treat my books respectfully.
Hmm.
And I said, "Now, do I have a lot of books?" Then they said yes. And I said, "What else likes to collect things like this?" And they're kind of like they're thinking. And my grandson is just like this outside of the box thinker, and you could tell he was really really thinking. I said, "You've seen The Hobbit, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Does Smog like to collect things?" They're like, "Yes." I said, "And he's a dragon, right?" And they're like, "Well, yes." So I have a lot of books, right? And they're like, "Yes." So does that make me a book dragon? They're like, oh, "Yes." I said, "So if I'm a book dragon, you need to take care of my books, right? Or else I might
Hmm.
bite you." They're like, oh, "Yes." And so you're going to
Oh
take
yeah.
care of my books, yes? And they're
Hmm.
like, "Yes." And then the thing that they took from that is, "We're part dragon."
Oh,
So,
what's up? That's
rawr.
awesome.
So it wasn't like, "Hey, we're going to take care of grandma's books." No, it's like, "Rawr."
I love it. We're part dragon. Yay! You know, that's what they would take from it. Absolutely. I love it.
Oh, hold on. Winter storm watch? What? Oh,
I
I
shouldn't have
wanted to
said
tell you.
anything, huh?
Oh, no, it's fine. I expected it. No, somebody just died. I wanted to tell you. Who was it? It was somebody important. Not important, but a famous person that you would know. Um, da, da, da.
Paisley is adorable. I agree.
I'm adorable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Adorbs.
The
Adorbs.
adorbs. I
He's
thought it
adorable.
was hilarious as all get. I was like, seriously? Are you kidding me? Yes.
Adorable.
So yes, rar.
She said, "Rar."
Um, rar. Oh yeah, winter storm watch. Well, I'm glad I got my shed done. Holy cow.
Oh, really? How bad
Um,
is it going to be?
it just looks like cold rain,
Ugh,
cold,
of
miserable
course,
rain,
no.
right? Although in the mountains, it looks like Mr. Schweitzer up there is going to see some precipitation.
Okay.
So early season winter storm. Ah, above 3,000 feet. So let's see. Heavy snow elevations above 3,000 feet, with accumulations of 2 to 6 inches between 3 to 4,000 feet, and 6 to 12 inches above 4,000 feet.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, yeah, it's cold over here. It is really cold. I'm in South Carolina, inland. Okay, not on the coast. And it's flipping cold. The winds are coming in from the north and from the mountains, the Smoky Mountains. It's bloody
Mm.
cold. For 3 days straight, those winds have been blowing. And I'm like,
Yep.
I'm getting tired of the wind. I'm like, I did not know this because I've never been here during the winter, or fall.
Yep.
I've always been here spring and summer, It's bloody cold.
Yeah. So I saw a forecast saying that we could see like 230 some odd inches of snow this year
Yeah.
in the upper elevations, and that is totally expected. Diane Keaton passed away this morning.
Oh dear. Okay.
79.
And she did good. She
Yeah,
had,
she did good.
she did a good job.
She had a good career. So,
Mm.
okay, good career, 79. She aged relatively gracefully. She looked like Diane Keaton throughout most of her career. She didn't have a lot of crazy plastic surgery. She looked,
Right.
oh, thank you, Gemini. Yep, she says, Gemini says it's cold too. So yeah, squirrel moment. But anyway, so Diane, uh, she didn't have a lot of lip fillers. She didn't have a lot of plastic surgery to tighten her up. She looked like herself,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Kind of like
And
Pamela Anderson.
Yep, Pamela Anderson. And there's a few actresses that have just been kind of embracing Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's still smoking hot I mean,
What is she? She's like 60 something? 70?
70 something. I don't know, but she's still,
She's
looking
rocking it.
great. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Diane Keaton was good. And so, age gracefully, it looks awesome. It looks awesome on all of us, just age gracefully. And so, but she's 79, right? I mean, she wasn't a spring chicken, kind of
Right.
expecting age. So when someone says, every so often I see a headline, oh no, like so and so died suddenly at age 82. It was a travesty, accident, blah, bad. Like, they aged out of the system. It was kind of
Well,
expected at this point. Granted, it
with
may have been
the
sudden,
technology
yes.
we have and the healthcare system that we should be having, I mean, that for all the money we've been spending on it, everybody should be making it to 100. Okay. 120
Right.
is what our bodies are designed for, to make it to 120. That's basically what the body's designed for. Anything
Not mine. It hurts.
that's because we've injured it a lot and we haven't been able to take care of it properly. But the thing is that you know what I don't like is that everybody's like, I don't think we should accept that somebody in 79 or 80 died, because think about it. It's like, I have a friend, she's 102 years old, okay, and she's spry. She
Mhm.
is spry. She runs around. She does whatever the hell she wants, and and she lets everybody know, I'm 102 years old. I can do what I want. She
Right.
earned her stripes. You know what I'm saying? It's like she can do what she wants.
Mhm.
She eats a donut. She loves her donuts. Okay. Not, she doesn't gorge on them. She has one a day. She will eat what she wants, and she's not taking the medicine. She doesn't need the vaccines, thank you very much, because she didn't need them before, and she's still 102 years old. Hello, she still drives her own car. Yeah, she can,
That's
and she can't wait until what, in a couple of years. In a couple of years, she's going to have to go get her license renewed at age 102. Now, can you imagine?
awesome.
And what all the people are going to be like, oh, you need to stop driving. Why? She's not been
As
in
long,
any wrecks. She
if
doesn't need
she,
wrecks. Huh?
well, at that point, they're probably going to make her take the test to make sure that she can still.
But that's ageism.
Well,
There's no
um,
reason, there's no probable cause for it just because she reaches a certain age.
so I don't have a problem testing at a certain age to make sure that the response times are okay,
Hmm.
because even if it is a little bit of ageism, I
Hmm.
know that I don't respond as fast as I did when I was 20, like right now.
I do. But then again, I don't drive like I did when I was 20.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that too.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a little bit of that too. Yeah, and especially in the day of cell phones and idiots out there, and especially the Indians on H-1B, false H-1B bullshit, the bull stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. Um, with all the truck drivers, all those Indian truck drivers that's not supposed to be here. You know, that's not supposed to be driving anything, much less a big, 80,000 pound.
okay, if you don't read the American or the English language, if you don't, or
If
if
you
you
don't
don't read
understand,
I'm going to say American language. If you don't understand the American language, if you don't read the American language, and if you don't speak the American language, you really shouldn't be driving a vehicle on the American highways.
agreed.
Because if you can't read the signs, you're not going to know where to go. If you
Mhm.
can't speak the words, you're not going to know how to ask for directions. And
Oh, and their safety rules in other countries are different than what they are here. That one accident, excuse me, it was a wreck. There's no such thing as an accident. Um, Accidents are that's a made up word to forgive and to coddle. Um, how did my dad say? He said, "There's no such thing as an accident. There are acts of carelessness and acts of God. Which one is it?" In this case, I think it's weaponized incompetence and
yeah.
invasion of the United States from other countries. Because, look, I'm following the truck drivers on Twitter, and I have family members that are truck drivers, and they've been complaining for a long time about the nonsense that's going on the roads. Um, what the brokers do and things like that, it's just insane. And a lot of these particular, I'll just go ahead and say it, Indian. And when I say that, I mean from the country of India.
Hmm.
These people are coming over here. They don't know how to drive. They're somehow getting through the system, getting certified by other Indians that had been here for a while and got the certification things and all that stuff. It is bad, guys. I don't want to drive on the freeways at all anymore. And which is sad because I used to love driving over the road, long distance, not in a big truck. No, not for me. Thank you. I used to have a CDL for Princess Tours. I drove for Princess Tours. It was great. But when I saw how people drive around the big trucks in Chattanooga, I was like, I'm turning this thing in. Nope, I'm not going to do this here because people are just
Hmm.
insane. And it's been going on for decades. That's a problem. It's only become recently known to the public because of the horrific wrecks that have been happening more lately. And now people are showing video of a lot of wrecks, and you see the driver of the truck that wrecked, and he's wearing
Hmm.
sandals, which is against the law. It's against the law for truck drivers to wear sandals in their trucks. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I did not
Absolutely
know that.
against the law. Okay. And it's they're usually Indians wearing sandals that are in these wrecks most of the time, and they're causing the wrecks. They're doing U-turn. Wait a minute, they're in the fast lane on the interstate, and they do a U-turn. You know those particular places where state
Oh,
troopers go into the
yeah,
median. Yeah, you're not
yeah.
allowed in there. These guys do a U-turn right there. They slam on the brakes. They go to do a U-turn. If they're in the speeding lane in order to do it. Sometimes this one particular horrific wreck, they went from the slow lane, did a U-turn into the fast lane and into the median to turn around, and you could see their own camera caught them. Their own camera caught them in action doing this thing, and another truck hit them, and I think a car got decapitated going under the trailer, because that's just
See, that's not okay.
no
So,
regard.
and
They have no regard for our lives or anybody's lives but their own.
so, hey, so much, Jake. Long time no see.
Hello.
I have a dash cam in my car. It's an aftermarket dash cam, and yes, I have it because you know what? Well, one, I like it because there are times when I've actually looked at it to drive because it helps me focus, which is weird, I suppose, but I have ADHD and sometimes I need all the help I can get. Yeah, I just, especially with when it gets foggy, sometimes I need that focus. And yeah, it's just a thing. So yeah, and
too many people are dying.
Too many people are dying, and I like having that dash cam. And I wish my car had a back camera that I could view when driving, because there are times when I wish I could just hit a button and take a picture of the license plate behind me so that I could record it for say, all right. But because in Idaho you have to have a front and back license plate, and even if I just had an image of the front end of the car, if something happened, then I would have it, because occasionally people are assholes and they do tailgate you. But I mean, it's just people are, well, people. And they drive the way they do. And during the summer here in North Idaho, because we are kind of with all the beauty that we have, it is kind of touristy. And then now going into winter, we will have the folks coming up for the ski season, and
the Darwin Awards.
Yep. And then so this past summer we had an A-lister get married in Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, nice.
And, yep, they can stay in Coeur d'Alene. But because we have A-listers that live up here in Sandpoint, but they're more of the, hey, I have a ranch and I'm secluded and I don't want to be in the news. But the ones down in Coeur d'Alene are more the Kardashian variety.
The preener.
The ones that are famous for being famous, and so they have to be out in the spotlight.
I call them preeners because they're always.
Oh, right. So like we have. And now my brain's going to quit.
Especially if you're trying to read Jake's words here. It's like, what?
Well, Jake is
Jake.
Yeah. Jake's awesome.
Ongoing.
Go. So.
Go. Okay. Anyway.
Gets you coming and going. Yeah. So Vivo Mortensen has a place up here in North Idaho. And he has for a while. He had a place up here before he was famous, I think. And,
I believe he rescued some animals. No, he took all horses from the movie, didn't he? And gave them a retirement ranch.
So he's like, if it's a movie that he's been in and there is a horse involved, basically he's kept the horse. And so he's got horses. And so yeah, it's he's cool. And so he's premiered movies in our local theater.
Oh, nice.
And he will do his music. He'll play his music on one of our local radio stations every so often, about once or twice every couple months. He'll just spin his discs for the month. So discs.
Yes, you pronounced that one right.
Right. Well, and the funny thing, my phone someone's calling me, so my phone started vibrating on the. It was
vibrating. Well, this went. That went right. Turn right.
Yep, that was not that kind of movie. And so. Anyway, so he'll spin his tunes. Every so often on a local radio station, and And he's just a regular good guy. He shops at local grocery stores, or he'll have
Mhm.
groceries delivered sometimes now. But and then what's his name? The dry eye guy,
Oh, Bueller.
Bueller. Yeah,
We know him from his line. You know what I know also know about him? Don't remember his name, but I know something else about him is that credit card companies hated him because he had like a wad of credit cards this big, and he would just keep on using them, and he never got charged interest because he would pay it off every month.
mm-hmm.
He has
Yeah.
this
Um,
eye.
Ben Stein.
Ben Stein, that's it. I don't want to read that out loud because I don't want to get trapped. Um, I don't want to. Don't do it.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
there's a
Okay.
trap there.
Yep.
Hmm. I hear.
So yeah, So Ben Stein almost T-boned me one day.
What?
Yeah, because the way
He has
our
dry
streets
eyes.
I guess so. The way our streets are set up downtown, it was kind of messed up. He almost T-boned me. But yeah, he wanders around downtown. He buys ice cream at the local ice cream shops and
Well,
stuff.
see, they're all normal. They're
Yeah, he's just
normal people.
normal people. Yeah.
Hmm.
Then normal people, they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like
Hmm.
everybody else.
Yep.
And so that's just they're just normal people. And Ben Stein supports some of the local arts in the area too, and I
Oh,
think so
good.
does. Um, so yeah, they're both really awesome folks, and they're just two of the local folks in the area,
Hmm.
or the famous folks. So and it's just I just just because they're famous doesn't mean they're jerks. But the jerk
Right.
one's Christine Coeur. So, anyways, but
I
yes,
heard her say that too. So, yep. Hmm.
um, but yeah, so they are gonna be, more on the road now.
Most people who get famous, they've come from humble beginnings, and they should remember. And if they don't remember, they will be reminded one day.
Yep.
Um, you got your certain stars and celebrities, and they act like they're way beyond us and stuff like that. Like, oh, let's see, Bill Gates. He's going to tell us what to do. Get your
Right.
vaccines, eat bugs, or whatever the hell he's putting on the fruits and vegetables anymore. Be sure, hey guys, please be sure to wash off your fruits and vegetables and do what you can to avoid the stuff called apeel, and that's APEEL.
Hmm.
Apeel. It's a substance they're putting on fruits and vegetables, and you can't wash it off.
So I do a really lovely soak of apple cider vinegar
Hmm. Yeah, but if you
for.
see the apeel logo, you need to
Mhm.
not pick it up at all. Just don't even pick it up.
Oh no, I don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, why does an orange need any help? It's antibacterial. The skins are antibacterial already. That's what we use in medicine. You make tinctures with orange peel and lemon peel. You don't need any help. Thank you very much. I mean, bananas, really? What the hell are you thinking? Because I mean, they're the best. They're the best protecting fruit.
Fruits that come pre-wrapped don't need more wraps.
Right. Exactly.
It's like you go to the grocery store to buy something, um, and you see the potatoes shrink wrapped in
What
plastic.
is up with that? It's ridiculous. What's it? What's I saw a banana wrapped like that before. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, I don't know. It seems like they want to put plastics on it so that can release the BPFA, whatever the hell it's called. The estrogen hormone like stuff. Um, yeah, pert near
Yeah,
apple cider
it's just
vinegar, baking soda, and an ozone machine. That's right, Gemini. I forgot about that. The ozone machines. I need to get a new one. I
yeah. So
Those things are
yep.
awesome. They destroy odors. They destroy dust. Well, it makes the dust all fall down. What else? It ionizes the air. It's great.
Yep. Oh, and it takes out pet odor. Did you know that? If you have an ozone machine, it'll remove pet odor from your
Nice.
face.
Nice. Oh, and if
So
you have smokers in the house, that'll eliminate the smoke too. Dead serious. I used to have
mhm.
one when I was in Alaska. Um,
It'll do it to your car too. Did you know that?
yes, you can seal it in your
So
car. Your
if you
car.
have a wet dog in your car and it stinks up your car, you can
Ooh, there
clean
you
your
go.
car.
Yeah,
So
because you know what it does? It kills the bacteria. It's
yep,
killing the bacteria that causes the stink. Now, some people would go into those machines. That'd be nice.
right.
um,
All right, so I need to go pick up my couch. So I
me.
actually got to go pick up a U-Haul and then go pick up my couch because apparently that's just the way my life is going to roll now. So
So wait a minute. Don't you have a pickup truck?
I don't. It belongs to my oldest,
Mm-hmm.
and he is unavailable.
Remember that next time.
Oh, there's a list.
Okay, so write it down on your list. This is the time I needed you for this. I need you for this. I need you. You want what now? Babysitting. Really?
Yeah.
Ozone machine near the kitty litter box. Oh gosh. Brilliant idea because that's ammonia. That's that ammonia smell that gets rid of. Yeah. Good idea, Alan.
Hmm. Yeah, because yeah. So we call it the print room now. It used to be the studio, but now it's the print room because there's a 3D printer in there and the CNC machine and all that. And the CNC machine can also do laser engraving, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you need to have things vented in there.
Mm-hmm. Did you give any more thought to that idea I gave you earlier today?
Yes, I have the files available, and so I can do that. So
Let's do
um,
it.
I guess put those
It's a niche
on.
market. I will get you in touch with those who would be happy to sell that to. Huh?
How big?
Well,
Oh, you know what? I'll just call you later.
yeah,
So
okay. Call me later. Yeah. But definitely do it because that is a totally, and there's a lot of money that flows through that niche market.
people are weird. People buy strange
They
things. I am just going to put it up. Have you?
are.
People buy strange things. I'm just saying. It's like
Mhm.
somebody sent me a meme this morning. Hey, do you want to go to somebody else's house, rummage through their stuff, and buy their things? It was like going to a yard sale because
Yeah.
yes, that's what it is. Do you want to go
Yeah.
invade someone's house and rummage through their stuff so you can buy it?
Yeah.
That's a yard sale. Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. So basically, when Luckee and I get together, we just talk about random stuff, and
Can you tell?
that's what we call it as the Chaos Tumbles. We'll talk about anything.
Hmm.
Everything is up for chat. So yes, we should do this more often on air. We talk on a regular basis, anyways, but we should just do it on air because you
Yeah.
never know what's going to come out. Because we talk
I
about
clean up my language.
everything.
Well, see, I also clean up my language. I try not to cuss on air. See, I don't cuss so much.
I just dropped the f bombs. I don't care.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't even catch
it's
it. I didn't even
I
catch it.
do. Well, I didn't have a reason to drop an F bomb. I just said I am remembering things, and I looked down as because yes, I am remembering the things. So yes,
Okay. I was a good girl. I didn't cuss. Did I?
you cussed a
Or did
little
I
bit,
cuss?
but I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay. Oops.
So
Sorry.
no, it's okay. It's all good. So we will try to remember. So I
We
wanted
will
to as
remember.
I'll try to remember. So I wanted to do as the Chaos Tumbles on like a Monday show, but have it happen on as a Monday Chaos, but have it happen on a Tuesday because because that's the way it works.
Because it's chaos.
Yes, but I'm also substituting more this year, so I don't know.
Okay. Oh, see, that's another piece of chaos there because you got you got 20 little chaos orbits in that room when you're doing stuff.
Yeah, and I can't do a chaos show while I'm at school because that's just not going to work.
Mhm.
Because yeah, you never know what class I might be in. I might be in an elementary class, which is a different level of chaos, versus a high school class. But we might be able to do a chaos show on a Sunday. And if I do
Yeah,
it right, maybe we can get Mr. Longbeard on because I
that
have
would be awesome.
ways to remote things in and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm
Snap.
glad you enjoyed the conversation, Gemini. I want more people to join in. So, see, that's why I'm streaming back onto YouTube is so I can get more of the old folks,
Oh,
the
okay.
original, the old guard, the
There you go.
OGs
The
to come
OGs.
back and say hi because I want to do more stuff and do more of the witchy stuff because that was fun and I actually have a whole list of herbal things I want to talk about. So yeah, we're gonna do the things. So
And by the way,
yes,
and I'm going to be starting up too.
yep. And
So
Lucky's gonna start doing shows.
I'm going to be doing my shows. Mine's going to be more about current events, quantum connections, and news, and especially finances. Well,
Yes.
I'm not going to be doing stock options, and I don't give a rip about all that crap. I'm giving a rip about what really holds value. You
Yep.
know,
The real
ammo,
value.
IMO, gold. Let's see, metals, gold, silver, lead,
Hmm.
and Bitcoin.
Yep. The
That's where I
the
am. Yeah.
the tangibles
Hmm. Well,
and
actually,
the well the
Bitcoin is
real.
intangible because you're only getting the keys, but at the same time, nobody else can get it either. And yeah. But anyway,
So, but the real things,
hmm
and then and I'm going to be back spaces between doing that stuff. I'm going to try to do more 3 cent videos because I have a lot of coinage to drop. So I nod my head, and I'm going to try to get Mr. Longbeard in occasionally because you know what, he's got stuff to talk about also.
hmm
And it's been a while since anybody saw him, and it'll be
yeah.
as an Aether Archives type show because you know he needs to express himself occasionally. I think, if nothing else, he needs to vent about me.
Oh, that's on your end. I'm hearing children playing, and it's like I was like, "There's no kids out here." Oh,
Oh
it's in the
no,
speaker.
no, it's over here. I have mad hooligans on the other side
That's
of the
cool.
door.
That's a very healthy, happy sound.
Well, I told them they needed to make a band and call it the Mad Hooligans. Wouldn't that
Oh,
be a great band?
that
That's a
would
great
be.
band. That's a great band name.
It is.
The Mad Hooligans.
I like it.
Sadly, they can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Well, your daughter can.
Sometimes.
That girl can sing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
she really had me floored.
she wants to play the clarinet.
I've never met anybody who wanted to play the clarinet.
Hmm.
Go for it.
Yep.
That's a hard.
Um,
That's a hard instrument to play too.
mhm.
I can't do it. Mm-mm.
I played the contrabass clarinet.
Did you
The,
really?
the one
Oh,
that's when you're sitting, it stands like this tall.
yes, yes. I'm familiar.
Mhm.
Uh huh.
Yep, I played that one. I
Oh my
started on
god.
the flute. I played the flute, the piccolo, the bass clarinet, the tenor bass clarinet, the contrabass clarinet, and then bass drums. I
I'm
played
impressed.
percussion. Yep. I
I'm
taught myself the
impressed.
trumpet and the saxophone.
I'm
So,
super impressed. Okay, so I played. Let's see, flute. Flute was first. Let's see, flute, French horn, trumpet, drums, set. There's probably other things I can play. I don't remember. I've slept since then.
right? So I have a flute, and I asked her if she wanted to play the flute, and she's like, I don't know. How do you play it? So I picked it up and I put it together, and I started playing it. She's like, oh. And so she tried to play it, and she's like, so I
And
showed her again. When I did the scales, and she's like, I'm so intimidated right now.
good.
I was totally impressed that I remembered how to play. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, so yes, this is just as the chaos tumbles, and that's what we do, because you know what? We are chaotic sometimes, and sometimes you just have to let the chaos roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
I'm
It was fun.
glad you were
Fun.
able to join me because sometimes I know your chaos is a little out of control too. So,
Yeah.
right? Face palm, deep
Mm-hmm.
cleansing breath. Right? All right. So I will talk to you later and we will talk about your thing. And yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. I think that'd be great. And I think you would be able to find a really, really willing, happy market for that.
Well,
Crazy
yeah.
people, but happy market.
Hey, aren't we all a little crazy anymore?
They're a little bit more crazier than the crazy. They are an organized crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. You've never been to Knoxville.
Okay. Hey, you know, if there's a market, there's a market, and I at this point, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I will
All right.
talk to
Love
you
you,
later.
girl.
Love you too. Bye.